The 4-hour work week has revolutionized my life, and for that I will always be grateful. I apologize in advance for hiding behind the camera today, but I'm T-minus 20 days from quitting my job, and it's important to me that I deliver this news in person. Let's hope they don't discover it's me doing this video. So how did I get to where I'm at, and what's my muse? I started from scratch. I have zero background in business, and frankly the thought to start my own had never crossed my mind until your book was recommended. I listened to it over and over and over. Dreamlining was the first activity I began, and it was impossible. I truly didn't know what I wanted to have or do. It was pathetic. I stared at a blank slate for days. I finally broke that barrier by picking up a course catalog at a local community college. There were so many subjects and activities that looked interesting and fun to learn. Then I bought a map and started plotting out the places I want to explore. Now that I got the hang of this, I have no shortage of goals. Then the next roadblock hit hard. I need a product. My husband, who's as much, if not more, in love with achieving this lifestyle as me, was much quicker at the dreamlining process, but we were both stuck on this one. Almost 4 months later, Miracle Fruit fell into our lap after trying to obtain some for ourselves. We calculated the startup cost to be less than $200. The product is a niche market for foodies, and at the time it was fairly difficult to find online. Dropshipping was available, and our mini trial AdWords campaign proved to be successful. The Miracle Fruity brands met most of our criteria, and we had our first product. Within 4 hours of launching theworldsbestfruit.com, orders began trickling in. We were like 2 kids in a candy store. The whole system was so simple. We brought in over $2,200 in revenue the first month, and we made almost 5 times that during the first quarter. Between my husband and I, we spent 4 to 6 hours a week on the business. I cannot stress enough. If you have an idea but haven't acted on it yet, get busy. Follow the steps and watch success unfold. The next step was to become an expert. I've been a guest speaker at a local university and made the news after an Ignite presentation I gave about exotic fruit. I've also become a resource for teachers that are incorporating miracle fruit experiments into their classrooms. February 2010, I'm lined up to host some local flavor tripping events that will gain media attention and expand my offline marketing. In September, we brought an intern into our team to start the automation process. Blog posts and website updates were the first to get handed over. Google AdWords came next. I was surprised at how difficult it was to let go of control. I really struggled with this. I still do, but I'm getting better and am working towards greatness. I could go on and on about the business process, but for me, the most important techniques in the book are the ones that help me get the ball rolling. Speed reading. Once I got my dreamlining going, I wanted to learn so much and explore many different opportunities. Tim's speed reading guide, which I'm kicking myself for starting 4 months too late, tripled my words per minute within 2 days. Now I read about 900 words per minute and get a lot more accomplished in less time. If you can believe this, I procrastinated trying this exercise only because I was afraid of failing at what he touted to be so simple. I tried, I triumphed, lesson learned. Next was elimination. TV was the first to go, and after about a week of adjusting, I haven't missed it a bit. In the digital world, I now check my email twice a day and remove the "you've got mail" indicator that I could just never seem to ignore. What I did find is that when I am bored, aka don't have a defined list of goals for the day, I tend to go back to checking email and other time wasters. Instead, most nights I plan out the next day, including my day job goals, muse objectives, and personal things I want to accomplish. Productivity is way up, and life is great. Lastly, I have surrounded myself with like-minded people. Their support and enthusiasm helps me accelerate my journey to become one of the new rich. I recently joined the LIP community, which is a virtual classroom and sharing space with those who want to be location-independent people. It's in its novice stage, but I love the concept. It's a great place for me to learn from others who are further along, and it's just as much fun to be a mentor for someone getting started. Tim, thanks for the opportunity. It kind of reminds me of the class challenge to get a quote from a famous person or something like that. I'm stepping up to the challenge. 3 days, Christmas time, away from home, and without my normal resources. I'll admit, almost immediately I was envious of the person that gets to go on the trip. Then I thought to myself, I'm just as capable as anyone. Now go get my movie done, because Thailand's calling.